So why does convergence take place, and why do signals work? How do they come about? What's the whole function behind them? How do they work?
Well, is it so you can find other people in your group?
Partly, yeah. So it helps you form clans. There's another thing that helps it spread, and that's a concept called social proof. Okay, social
Oh, like
proof.
that cool person is doing that, so I'm going to do it too?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so social proof actually comes from something that comes quite natural to us. If we enter a situation and we don't quite know what to do, we look at what the people around us are doing. So if you've ever traveled to a foreign country
Yes.
and you're not quite sure of the social norms
When
or
in
how
Rome.
people, yeah, when in Rome, do what the Romans do.
Yeah.
That's social proof.
Okay.
And the reason we have it, it's quite functional. If you don't know what to do, looking at what other people around you are doing
Right.
is a useful source of information.
Right.
This also, happens, from the time that we're kids. Growing up, there are certain new experiences that we have that we don't know what to do. So we look at what other people around us are doing to get cues. Okay, and in the absence of any better information, we tend to do what other people around us are doing. And if you ever doubt this, think of the next time you're waiting on the edge or the sidewalk, waiting for a light to change so you can cross the street, and watch what happens when you're waiting and somebody else decides to go.
Right. It's like
Yeah, it's
it
like
is in your
you
stomach.
you just go.
Yeah.
And you don't think about it.
Unless
It's
you
not
inhibit it.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
a decision. But, and actually they have done some studies on this. And it's related to another thing we'll talk about, which is authority next. But if the person is a younger kid on a skateboard, dressed kind of grungily, you'll probably not follow the social signal.
Interesting.
If it is what appears to be highly professional,
Right.
lawyer in a suit type, you'll probably go. So the signal depends on who is sending the signal.
Yeah.
But looking at what other people around us are doing gives us information about how it's safe to behave or what to do. So if another person's crossing the street, that's a signal that it's probably safe to cross the street.
So is this like why
you
companies hire celebrities to do marketing, or is that something else?
Sort of. That has more to do with association. That They're
Okay.
trying to associate this with the
Okay.
characteristics of whatever. But
Makes sense.
this is one of the reasons, actually, why testimonials
Yes.
are huge.
Oh, yes.
Okay, you're far more likely to make a sale after using a testimonial than not. And one of the reasons is that testimonials are social proof that other people have taken this offer and have really liked it, and have gotten a lot out of it. It
Yeah.
makes you feel safe that you're making
Yeah.
a good decision.
Right.
And so social proof is an extremely powerful force. We're always looking at what other people around us are doing, and we imitate.
Seems like this goes hand in hand with referrals.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay, so, if somebody else has used somebody,
Right.
and know somebody and like somebody,
Right.
it's a signal that it's safe to go to that person, whereas
Right.
it's not safe to maybe go to somebody else that you don't know.
Okay.
So social proof is an extremely powerful force. And the more, and this is why certain products tend to gather momentum over time.
Oh.
It's like more and more people start using it until, it starts to kind of take on a life of its own.
Right.
That's social proof.
I can see that.
Okay, so we tend to imitate those around us and follow the leader.